in a moment, but let's first of all check out the two teams. The West Indies, and I can tell you that Roger Harper is ill. Kenneth Benjamin's got a knee injury, but nevertheless they are a formidable outfit, and they continue with the policy of making Jimmy Adams keep wicket. And the Sri Lankan side, well, they just might have the attack suited to this pitch to cause an upset, with at least three spinners in Kalpage, Muralitharan and Jayasuriya, who you may remember took 6 against England.
One might, perhaps by winning the toss and putting Sri Lanka in, West Indies have given the Sri Lankans their best chance. We will know the answer to that as the afternoon unfolds. It's Ambrose to Jayasuriya. Well, that's a brave blow. The fielder's underneath it there, and no, it's Winston Benjamin, and that was just beyond his reach, but Jayasuriya is obviously determined, with only 2 fielders back in the deep for the first 15 overs, that he's going to have a go. I wonder when Ambrose was last treated like that in the first over. And look at that, what a wonderful stroke. That's 4 runs of very highest quality. So, a marvellous first over that for the Sri Lankans. 10 runs coming off Ambrose's bowling, and that doesn't happen very often, even though 1 or 2 of them were extras. As Ambrose starts in to Jayasuriya. And there it goes, over the top of square leg, a chase for Simmons. The outfield is fast. I'm not sure he's going to get there. Yes, he just flicks it back. And they've run 4. Well, that is extraordinary, because my goodness, they must have gone fast.
Well, that's in the air. That one did bounce. And they have the breakthrough, the West Indies. Well, Phil Simmons nearly made an awful hash of that. But in the end, he's held the catch, and Jayasuriya is out.
Well, Jayasuriya, right from the time he took guard, showed very aggressive intentions, and that was perhaps the right way to go about it. But he didn't get hold of it. The ball hitting the bat near the maker's name, and Simmons taking a simple catch.
33 for 1.
But in fact, Mahanama is producing something quite dramatic in between. He's going to come back for 2.
Another appeal, that's out. That is out. Umpire Chowdhury has no doubt whatever. And so the second Sri Lankan wicket is gone. Mahanama, LBW there to Cummins. Anderson, Cummins, again to Tilakaratne. That's a good, he's out, he's gone. Umpire Chowdhury, who raises his hand quicker than almost any umpire I've seen, gives that out, and I'll say it looked as though he was pretty plumb. So that is the 3rd Sri Lankan wicket to fall. Tilakaratne, LBW, bowled Cummins for 11.
Once again, you can see that there's very little movement of the feet. The foot hasn't come forward at all. There was just a half step. And that's got Tilakaratne into trouble. LBW Cummins 11. Sri Lanka have lost their 3rd wicket for 68.
It's Upish, and he's gone. That's Lara at backward point. And Sri Lanka have now lost their 4th wicket, and this innings is beginning to be in ruins. Oh!
Well, that's another wicket for Hooper. I think it was the little arm ball. Stump out the ground. And keep playing shots like that. Magnificent. All through mid-wicket. He threw everything at it, the kitchen sink included, and it's whistled away through mid-wicket. And old Kirtley doesn't like the look of that at all. Well, this time they do go for a single. They make their mind up. There's a big appeal, and yes, we have the 3rd umpire in action once again. Brian Lara in from backward square leg, hit 1 stump. So all the crowd turns towards our box to have a look-see. There's the Lara throw. And what is the umpire here in the box going to do? Not out. Oh, there could be a run out here if there's a direct hit, and there isn't. So Silva survives. Desi Haynes not finding the force with him today.
Well, there could be a run out now if there's a direct hit. No, Haynes again missing the stumps, and again they've got away with it. Oh, and that's a splendid blow by Kalpage over the top of Ambrose for 4 runs. And that's really a heartwarming blow for Sri Lanka, and a good moment to welcome viewers in South Africa on the SABC to our commentary. I'm Henry Blofeld, and with me is Geoffrey Boycott, and although Sri Lanka are very much in the doldrums, Kalpage at the moment really doing splendidly. And here's Walsh to bowl to him. Simmons coming off the boundary. And this flurry of runs has really brought this huge crowd to life. Not a very good throw by Curtly Ambrose. It's overthrows. Simmons couldn't, in spite of his tumble, he couldn't stop the overthrow. Ambrose is having one of those days in the field.
Oh, that's a magnificent shot. Don't bother running for that, son. That's 4. Great shot. Shot of the day. 131 for 5. Kalpage on 36. Rank full toss. It's hauled in the air. It's just going to bounce short of Arthurton. Kalpage probably a little lucky that he didn't get it properly. And here comes Cummins again to De Silva. Another full toss. This time it is in the air, and it's going to drop short of Richardson this time. They're back for 2. Well, the Sri Lankans are really turning up the heat now. Oh, that's a great shot from De Silva. 1 bounce 4. And Aravinda's beginning to tick now. Ambrose to De Silva, who's on 39. That's where he's gone. I don't think the field around there's going to get it. No, he hasn't. Oh, more good bowling by Curtly Ambrose, right up in that block hole. And Aravinda De Silva has bust his bat. Oh, that's a lovely shot from Aravinda De Silva. Takes him on to 49. You'd have been proud of that one, Sunil.
Yes, I've never managed to play a shot like that in my life. Over extra cover. Over extra cover. Not with my delicate wrists, but Aravinda has got wrists of steel. And look at that shot. Tremendous.
166 for 5. The clapping starts, and so does Walsh. High in the air, I think he's going to be out. He is. It's a no ball though. The umpire signal no ball, and he's got 2 for it. Desi Haynes can't believe it.
Well, just imagine if he had tossed the ball up in the air, they could have gone for a 3rd run. But Desi Haynes has been going through the horrors with the bat, and also while he's on the field, he's not been able to move down quickly to stop some deliveries, some shots. And so he was, I think, just happy to have been able to keep the ball.
Arthurton in pursuit of that one. I think they'll only 1. firecracker start. Now then, it's going to be Curtly Ambrose to bowl the last over. He's up against his old foe, Mr. De Silva, and now a long on is back, so the fine leg is up. Great shot by De Silva. It's, what is it? Is it 6 or is it 4? Four runs. That, I think, is going to be over, though. That is a magnificent shot for 6. 10 off the first 2 balls of the over. Ambrose to De Silva. It's going to be 2, is it? Will there be a run out? Oh, Ambrose has fumbled it. Ambrose has hurt his hand. A run out chance was on, and Sri Lanka have stolen another single. Where's that gone? Hauled away. They're back for... Now, did he put a foot over? Has it gone for 4? What's the umpire signalled? The umpire hasn't signalled anything, but I think that the replay may show us that that was in fact a 4, and the way that Phil Simmons seemed to pull up at the end, that's 4. Oh, and De Silva is out, run out. End of a great knock. But I'm still slightly bemused by what happened the ball before. Aravinda De Silva is absolutely shattered. But it's been a great final effort. It'll be interesting to see whether at the end of the innings 2 runs are added to this Sri Lankan total, because it seemed to me that Phil Simmons acknowledged that he had overstepped the boundary.
Well, perhaps it might be up to the match adjudicator to do that.
And De Silva's last 18 balls yielded a frantic 38 runs. Here comes the last ball.